Hello! In this video, we will discuss the additional processes to scale Scrum for the enterprise. All Scrum projects that are part of a larger program or portfolio can apply fundamental Scrum processes. However, when scaling Scrum for the enterprise, certain additional processes may be required to manage the added complexity of several hundreds or thousands of people working on the associated projects, and the additional coordination requirements at the program or portfolio level. All these processes are not necessarily sequential and can be applied in parallel and iteratively as required by the enterprise. The additional processes required to scale Scrum for the enterprise are as follows. Create or update program or portfolio teams. In this process, additional roles are created or identified to manage programs and portfolios. These roles include Program Product Owner, Portfolio Product Owner, Program Scrum Master, Portfolio Scrum Master, Business Stakeholders, and Supporting Services. Create or update program or portfolio components. In this process, the program or portfolio product owners, Scrum Masters, and business stakeholders identify and create the common components and resources required for the program or portfolio. The minimum done criteria are defined and all other relevant business stakeholders are identified. Dependencies between projects are addressed, common impediments are discussed, and best practices are shared. Sometimes, recommendations for improvements to the Scrum Guidance Body are made. Review and update Scrum Guidance Body. In this process, the Scrum Guidance Body recommendations are regularly reviewed by the members of the Scrum Guidance Body and are updated when necessary. Changes in the membership of the Scrum Guidance Body are also addressed. The main objective of this process is to constantly monitor and work towards improving the productivity of the Scrum projects, programs, and portfolios within the organization. Create or refine prioritized program or portfolio backlog. In this process, the program or portfolio backlog is first created based on the program or portfolio requirements. On an ongoing basis, the prioritized program or portfolio backlog is reviewed to add or update requirements, risks, and priorities. Create or update program or portfolio releases. In this process, the program or portfolio releases are planned, considering any dependencies between the releases. Program or portfolio release planning will impact release planning at the project level. The program or portfolio release schedule is created and should be revisited regularly based on the progress of project deliverables, new or changed requirements or their priorities, and other factors. Retrospect program or portfolio releases. In this process, the program or portfolio product owner and business stakeholders get together to retrospect a program or portfolio release, and to also discuss and internalize the lessons learned. Often, these lessons learned lead to agreed actionable improvements to be implemented in future releases. Sometimes, improvements to the Scrum Guidance Body may be recommended. The following figure shows the inputs, tools, and outputs for the processes in scaling Scrum for the enterprise. Please take a moment to look at these. We'll see you in the next video where we will consider the tools and outputs of the Create and Update Program or Portfolio Teams process.